In the papers also today, an NRL star has been charged with sexual assault after a 26-year-old woman alleged that he raped her. Now, it's reported that his wife is sticking by him, and obviously we don't know what's really going on, and that's for the courts to decide. But it does raise the issue of, would you stand by your man if he was charged with a crime, and would you forgive him?
It depends what the crime is, obviously. I mean, there's shoplifting and then there's, you know...
And whether there was intent, for example. So if someone... I mean, it's certainly not my husband, but if if a loved one, for example, drove a car recklessly, there wasn't really intent there, so I'd be angry, but I think I could forgive. Something like cheating or murder, that person would be dead to me.
Really? Because I've forgiven boyfriends in the past for cheating on me, and I wonder if it's because quite a few of them did cheat on me, and then I just kind of became, not numb to it, but kind of expected it. I mean, I can remember the first boyfriend I ever had broke up with me for another girl because I didn't go to the next base. I didn't know what it was. I didn't have any big sisters to tell me. I wrote a note in maths class asking what it was, which I won't mention anyway, and then it's not as bad as you think anyway. I'll just say that. And we got caught by the maths teacher, but luckily he just had a brain tumour, so he removed.
Oh, luckily.
Removed. And so he was
land or was
But what I was going to say is it's an interesting topic because I think sometimes...
Oh, Zoe, you're doing the head in.
No, sometimes you want to be with someone so much that you make excuses for them because you don't want to accept the realisation of it, and then sometimes it has to go to the point where it's actually in your face and you walk in on them, and then maybe it's all over.
I don't think it's a question of forgive and forget. It's having been on the other side of it where I had...
Yes, Miss Moody.
Yes, and
what was the other side of it?
The other side of it, where I had a couple of relationships outside of my marriage after being married for more than 30 years.
Right.
And my husband certainly hasn't forgiven, and he certainly hasn't forgotten, but he's accepted and he's acknowledged that there were problems in our relationship, and it's something we still talk about. So I don't think it's just a question of forgive and forget. It's acceptance and just acknowledgement of these things do happen. I mean...
But do you have to be sprung to have the conversation, or is it something that you bring up before you're sprung? Like, is it a preemptive strike?
Oh, I think it's a preemptive strike.
Oh, like, is it?
Sounds like a right.
Listen, there's something that, well, when
some...
people's trust is betrayed in an intimate relationship, it is kind of like an emotional
And did you
war,
confess, Mary, or did you get caught out? Sorry to put you on the spot.
No, I confess. Well, I think I was fairly...
You were sprung.
I'm transparent. And I think I was sending out all sorts of messages. And David had known me for more than 30 years, and he knew that something was awry. And there were a few little, phone messages and things, and he just put it to me, and I just burst into tears. I was not very good at lying. I couldn't lie.
But relationships are relationships about more than just sex. I mean, it's the emotional thing that you're really jealous of, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It depends. I know, I've cheated. I've had a one-night stand once, but that was because the guy that I was with...
You weren't married, darling. You weren't married.
No, well, I ended up becoming engaged to this guy. But he...
The one-night stand guy?
We were having a long-distance relationship. We were having a long-distance relationship just quickly, and he had told me over the phone that he was interested in someone else. So I kind of reacted, had a one-night stand, but I told him out of guilt, really, and to make myself feel better. And then I realised, just keep it to yourself.
There is a theory going around. There's a woman that's written... Some people say it's cruel to tell, like if it's over and done with, done and dusted, just put it away and learn and move on.
It'd be nice to be able to compartmentalise like that. I think I would just feel such incredible guilt. I don't know if I
wonder if it's a girly thing. We'll talk about that in another show, but after the break, a personal tragedy that has developed into a national source of hope. Please stay with us.